Are you as enamored by this handmade leather journal as I am? It's time for an Amazon handcrafted leather journal review, a product review of this art journal, junk journal, or other type of creative journal of your imagination. Journal with me and watch this leather journal review to learn more about this fabulous journaling supply that I use. I've gotten questions about this hand-bound leather journal that I've been using in my recent Journal With Me series of Daniel Smith watercolor swatches. Check out those videos, and thanks for subscribing. So let's take a look. This leather journal is from the Leather Village store on Amazon. It has a handmade vintage looking paper with decal edges. I love the texture and the thickness of this absorbent paper. Be aware that it's not white paper, which really sets the mood for me. I love its toned paper. But it could slightly change the look of your paints or your other art supplies that you put on it. In fact, I recommend doing a test page for art supplies. You could do it at the back of the book. For example, here's where I tested pens to label my watercolor swatches. I'll link the video about this page in the description to this video. I've been using this handmade journal as an art journal for watercolor swatches to test out my watercolor paint colors, with 12 short videos about painting each of these Daniel Smith watercolors. So I guess you could say it's become a watercolor swatch book of sorts for me. The handmade paper can be a bit bumpy in places, so be careful if writing words or doing detailed work. This textured paper really adds to the charm for me and the textural experience of working in this journal. I would caution about erasing on this paper though. Be careful and gentle if you try that. The sketchbook itself is 13 inches by 8 inches and comes in 9 distressed looking colors for the leather covers. The company offers 2 smaller sizes as well. The brand name is called Leather Village on Amazon, and there's 200 pages in this bountiful journal. You could use it for journal writing, mixed media artwork, collage, whatever you want. There's enough room and space in the binding to let it expand a bit with the bulk of collaging some papers in there. This paper is handmade Egyptian cotton, 150 GSM, which means it weighs more than printing paper, but not as heavy or dense as a cardstock. It's bendable. And the binding is hand-stitched leather. It's acid-free, pH neutral. The paper's thick. I haven't had any issues with bleed through of colors to the back sides of the pages. The 2.5 millimeter cord used in each of the signatures can be seen here. And in the center of the book, this leather piece might be a little bit bumpy, so just be aware of that when you're using the pages before or after it. And did you not notice the antique brass key? The vintage closure seals the deal for me with loving this journal. It's on a strap that winds around and easily tucks into a little leather closure on the front. Don't you love it too? This handmade leather journal was purchased on Amazon and it's made in India. I'll link the product information and her supplies in the description of this video. My name is Kathleen Arola-Johnson. Thanks for journaling with me at Creative Solace Studios and subscribing for more videos.